Okay, this video right here is only for first-time buyers or anyone just not familiar with the buying process. So if you already know the process, if you're an investor, this video isn't for you. I will be doing more videos that will relate to you later on. But this right here are just for those that are just not too sure how the process works. All right, so now that we are all here, the very first step, guys, when you are deciding to buy your first home is, and after, of course, you've looked at homes online, Zillow, and all these websites, the very first thing you want to do is talk to a loan officer, a lender. Now, that could be a person at your bank, wherever you bank at, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, EECU. It Wherever you bank at is a great place to go start to see what you can qualify for there and see what they would offer you. However, I would also strongly suggest you seek at least 2 to 3 different lenders from different companies. So, and also potentially a mortgage broker. There are differences between the banks and how a mortgage broker operates as far as qualifying you. Most likely you're going to find you're going to have more options available to you, and depending on your situation with a mortgage broker, because they are, this is all they do. This is what they specialize in, whereas banks don't just specialize or really specialize in loans, however they do them. But mortgage brokers will have more options and maybe find a program or product that fits your specific situation. So, but again, I definitely would suggest at least 2 to 3 lenders. That way you compare, make sure you're getting the best interest rate possible. Once you are done with that process, which could take a few days, actually, that's why we say to do that as soon as possible. As soon as you decide to buy, get in touch with the loan officer. If you don't have a loan officer or don't want to use your bank, reach out to a real estate agent. If there's a local agent or just someone that's available, reach out to an agent, and they usually do have lenders they can refer you to get you pre-approved. Because without that step, you're not going to know what price range to look in, so that's going to definitely save you time for looking at a bunch of houses. And in Fresno, it's super hot in the summer, so no, you don't want to go checking out a lot of houses in the heat. And even when you find that beautiful home you love, if you're not pre-qualified, there's nothing you can do about it anyway. You can't make an offer, and you still have to go back and get pre-approved again. So save you time and energy. Is best to do it up front. And once really quick, the lender is most likely going to need, some pay stubs, possibly a W-2 from the previous year, and maybe some other forms of information that you may have to provide to the lender, just so they can have the full picture and qualify you with the most amount that you can qualify for. Gotcha. All right. So the next, once you have been pre-qualified, is to go house hunting. So for instance, say you're done with the process. Now you qualify for $400,000 to buy your new beautiful home. Now is the time where the realtor, like myself or whoever you're working with, will take over from there. They have the great paper, the paper that shows how much you're pre-approved for. That right there is your ticket to get you into a house or actually to make offers. So agent is going to be sending you listings within your price range. So most likely they'll send you, based on your criteria, in any houses under the 400,000 range. That way it helps your search. And that way you're just spending time looking at only houses you could potentially actually buy. What's great about now is the market has changed a lot from the last 2 years. So you have way better options of getting the home you like now. If this was a year ago, it would take a lot to fight for the perfect home. Even if you found the house that you love, the last 2 years have been so crazy, you would still have to probably come out of pocket an additional 20, 30, 50,000 on top of whatever the list price is, just to even have a chance of getting it. Nowadays, not so much. And in some cases right now, buyers are having luck of actually getting their offers accepted under the market value. Not saying it's going to happen all the time, especially for those that are competitive houses, but you just never know, right? So pre-approved for 400,000. After you met with the loan officer and did all the paperwork and application, now you're out with your realtor shopping from homes. You guys are going out looking at houses and making offers. Once you find that perfect house, it's time to write up the offer. Your realtor is going to go over the offer with you, and then terms and the price that you're going to offer. Now, once your offer is accepted, time to celebrate, but not fully celebrate. It's just because there's still about 30 so more days we have left to go in the process. But good news is the offer is accepted. And if you're competing against other buyers, that's a great win, right? So what happens now? Offer is accepted. The very first thing as a buyer you would do within the first 3 days of the acceptance of your offer is to deposit at the title company in escrow your earnest money deposit. Now, this was on the initial offer you made, and typically what the earnest money deposit is just a small portion of your down payment that you're gonna leave at the title company in escrow just to show the seller that you're serious about buying their home and that you're serious and you're gonna definitely give it a good try to move forward to buy the home. And typically that's about 1% of whatever the offer amount was, is usually what the earnest money deposit is. Mind you, that earnest money deposit isn't just lost. No, it goes towards your closing costs at the end of the escrow. So after the 30-day period is up, whatever amount you had for earnest money deposit will go towards your loan and your purchase. So you're not just losing the money, it actually is going to help out. So you have a little bit lower balance at the end. And again, if you made an offer for $400,000, typically earnest money deposits usually around 1% of the offer amount. In this case, $400,000, so it would be $4,000. You would put in the escrow, it'll just sit there. They typically cash it, within a few days. Sometimes they cash it a week or two later. However, just make sure those funds are available because they will cash that at some point. And again, it will be applied once you close escrow to your down payment. Okay. So from there, within the first week or so, your agent will most likely schedule your home inspection. You definitely want to do a home inspection and a termite inspection. And if there's any other concerns, you can always do roof inspection, sewer. I mean, there's no shortage of inspections you can do to the property if there is concern. If the house has septic or well, you definitely want to get those checked out too. All that could save you a lot of money after you purchase it, right? You want to know exactly what's going on with the house. And it's good to know up front, after your inspections are done, you're going to have a full list of items of what's wrong with the house, what needs repair, what's not a concern. But, you can always potentially request whatever needs repair to the seller to fix at that step. Okay, guys, so just to recap, I'm going to stop right there and then I'll continue with another video. But that's the first part of the buying process, the very entry. So to recap, searching for a house, you're looking online. First thing you're going to do is call a loan officer. Your lender or any lender that's suggested, get pre-approved first. Secondly, you're going to start looking at homes and shopping for homes within your price range, whatever you qualify for. Again, if it's $400,000, you're going to look at all homes under $400,000. That is in your criteria. Now, next thing will happen is you find the perfect home, making the offer. Once you're accepted, within the first 3 days, you're going to make the earnest money deposit, typically 1% of whatever the offer was that was accepted. And at the same time, within the first week or two, you're going to do your home inspection and termite inspection. And that's when you could find out everything about the house, at least all the repairs, any issues, any problems. During the home inspection, they'll check the house from the roof all the way to under the house and everything in the middle. So the whole house is fully, thoroughly inspected, and you'll get a full report on that. All right, guys, so that's it for the first half of the buying process. I'm gonna just stop right here. It's pretty long, and I don't want to, confuse you guys. But all right, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Have a great one.